Everyone really loved my morning routine according to Chinese medicine, so let's go over the afternoon starting actually at 9 a.m. We'll start from there and move forward. The time between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. is the spleen meridian. I wanted to revisit this time because I wanted to include that the spleen is also responsible for your muscles. So this is a really good time to get your workout in if you do plan to work out in the morning, anytime between 9 and 11 a.m. You'll feel more strong during this time because the spleen correlates with muscle and repair. You'll also notice you'll feel very sharp during this time because the spleen also correlates with study, work, thinking. This is a good time to do some focus based tasks, studying, intense work projects. Your mind will be very active. Also, the spleen correlates with digestion. So this is a great time to get your breakfast in. Make sure it's high in fiber and high in protein. Ginger, cinnamon, and licorice are all really great teas to help support digestion. Moving forward to the time of 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is the time of the heart meridian, so this governs circulation, group collaboration, and creative work. Digestion is still strong at this time, so this is a good time to have lunch, high in protein, high in fiber, like I always say. Ideally, you want to have soft cooked vegetables, steamed, sauteed, stir-fried, and then a protein you can grill, like chicken, salmon, steak. Light movement is important to help increase circulation because the heart is the pump of the body. It moves blood forward, so light cardio during this time. From 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. is the small intestine meridian. This is where the food is getting into your small intestine. The small intestine helps separate the clear from the turbid. So the clear is all the nutrients that you need from the food, and the turbid is all the waste that gets moved forward and down. So it actually helps with the detoxification process and extracting all of the minerals, vitamins, and nutrients from all the foods that you've eaten at lunch. It's essentially the organizer of the digestive system. With the concept of organization, you can actually organize better during this time because your small intestine has that energy to separate and make decisions. This is a good time to do journaling and planning. Light movement like walking, stretching is also recommended during this time. Fennel and ginger tea will also help with digestion and help separate the clear from the turbid. Sometimes you can feel a little bit groggy or tired because in Western medicine, our body temperature tends to dip during this time, and a lot of our blood is getting diverted to the gut to help with digestion, so you're a little bit more sluggish potentially. So that's why you want to be a little bit more light on your exercise. Between the hours of 3 and 5 p.m. is the bladder meridian. The bladder meridian has a strong focus on spinal health, movement, exercise, and both emotions and hormone regulation. The bladder meridian runs along the back of the legs and the back of the spine, so it deeply influences alignment, posture, back tension, and tightness. You can find at the end of the day you start feeling a little bit more stiff, especially if you work at the office. This is a good time to get some light stretching in, yoga, get that mobility exercises going. Start reversing the posture, open up, stretch. Downward dog, which helps with the posterior leg aspect of the bladder channel, stretches out the hamstrings, calves, glutes, open up the spine. Just get some movement in to get that chi flowing in that meridian. Also a good time to get some weightlifting in. Moving the spine clears stagnant energy in the bladder meridian. Hydration is key during this time, so make sure you've been drinking water throughout the day, but you can add in some minerals to help support your bladder, or sip on some mineral-rich bone broth.